Welcome to Greenhaven Nursery. Greenhaven is a family-run business formerly owned and run by Adam Cooper. Adam, the founder of the business, retired due to ill health. But Greenhaven started out as a small nursery in the leafy suburb of Melbourne and has grown over the last 30 years to become a business that owned 11 nurseries across different regions of Melbourne. Adam was a very proud owner of the nurseries and prided himself in the quality of his plants and seedlings available.
Hi, I'm Adam Cooper and I'm the founder of Greenhaven Nurseries. I established this business due to my love for plants and the environment. Since then I have established 11 nurseries across the different regions of Melbourne. My son Philip Cooper, who loves this company as much as I do, is planning to take over due to my illness.
I'm Philip Cooper and I currently work at an accounting firm. I've been an accountant for over 20 years. And this year I'll be taking over my father's position as CEO at Greenhaven. I understand how different this work will be compared to my accounting work. However, I'm excited and I wish to continue in my father's footsteps.
When the business was in the hands of Adam, he made sure that the gardening tools, equipment and decorative items for sale at Greenhaven were exclusive and of the highest quality. He was also committed to keeping the profit margins low, as gardening was a passion for him, and he was very happy that this passion also provided him with a living. The workers that he had hired at his nurseries were chosen because they too shared the passion for gardening. Adam was very fond of the people who he worked with, and he had an individual connection and relationship with each of one of them. These relationships had come about because of a tradition holding a monthly staff meeting that everyone attended in the form of a picnic.
All my staff are highly regarded and I value and respect their work, opinions and contributions. Monthly meetings that run for the whole day, in the outdoors, in the picnic settings. This is where we all can contribute our ideas, gardening techniques, knowledge of plants and the work issues. One of my favourite things here at Greenhaven is that I like to give plants to first-time gardeners.
On the day of the meeting, the business would close down and everyone got together to discuss their work issues. It was also a time for discussing new ideas that people had come up with, new information and knowledge about plants and gardening techniques that someone had come across, or anything of interest that related to the staff's shared passion for gardening. The meetings were where everyone got together to discuss the business, but also to have fun and socialise with other staff from other branches. All the staff looked forward to these meetings and everyone tried to bring something new to the meeting to share and discuss. This was also a forum for anyone to raise issues and Adam to share his views and receive feedback from his staff and then make a decision on the issue in hand based on a consensus. Adam found these to be very informative and a way to understand all of his staff. Philip Cooper, Adam's son, took over the management of Greenhaven and began to notice that there were some practices that existed which he immediately picked up as unnecessary and the cost to a business. He felt that even though the business was doing extremely well, there were some things that needed to change that were adding to the cost of doing business. For example, he discovered that the nursery regularly gave out free plants, and it was not uncommon for each nursery to give out plants totaling $200 to $300 a month as gifts for various customers.
I'm excited to take over this business and make it my own.
Now Philip, being the new CEO, wanted to make changes and make his business his own. He held a staff meeting with all of the managers from the nurseries to discuss the changes that he would implement.
Welcome staff to this meeting. I'm calling this meeting as a replacement for these day-long monthly meetings that I understand you have been having with my father. This is a waste of a potential work day, and these will be replaced fortnightly with managers only at my office. It will then be your responsibility to relay this information and implement these changes into your own nurseries. Now, these changes that I am going to be making are to improve this workplace. I'm trying to have this place have better profitability and increase the revenue on a monthly basis. One of these biggest concerns that I've noticed is the time that we're spending with our customers. 1 to 2 hours is too much for me. With a customer, I much prefer 30 minutes max. And after 30 minutes, you can move on to other potential customers. If you're wasting 1 to 2 hours of your 9 to 5 job, how many customers are you going to be able to get to throughout the day? Now, these customers, however, I'm going to be implementing a new service of computer systems so that if any customers have an issue or a small query, they can use these services, these computer systems, and look up what they need. If they have bigger issues, maybe a potential big purchase of up to $1,000, then that's when our customer service comes in handy. And we have to try and sell these plans. We're not giving them, I want them to feel welcome and I want you to share your experience. However, I want you to push and sell these plans as well. Now, I know my father started this tradition of giving away free plans to potential customers and first timers. However, it may not seem much to you. $5 to $10 a plan over the month, however, it does add up and it's equaling up to $300 to $200 a month, which is, to me, I consider this a big waste. Now, the customers come here to buy their plans, and if we're giving them away for free, what's our use really? So I want these changes to be implemented immediately as soon as you return to your nurseries. Am I understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do I have any questions? All right, meeting dismissed.
A few weeks after Philip's meeting, the new processes were put into place. The managers began to get used to the new way of working, but they longed for their monthly meetings and social events. They felt that they had stopped learning from each other and their jobs had become stagnant. They also felt that their staff were displaying signs of loss of enthusiasm. 6 months later, Philip was sitting at his office trying to figure out what had gone wrong. He was looking at quarterly reports and was surprised to see that despite cost-cutting measures that he had implemented, revenues were substantially lower than when he had taken over from his father. He had also learnt that 5 nursery staff from across various nurseries had quit their jobs and just received a resignation letter from the oldest nursery manager. He was very puzzled. Hi Lauren, you're an employee of Greenhaven. How long have you been working here for?
I've been working at the company Greenhaven since it was first established.
Can you tell me a little bit about your experience at Greenhaven up until the company restructured?
So some of the favourite things were interacting with customers, so helping them select a plant, being able to share experience and carrying on the traditions that Adam first started.
In the short period of time you worked for Philip, were there any changes that occurred that affected your resignation?
Yes, the passion that I had for my job, passion and enthusiasm, was lost due to less interaction with the customers. Since Philip took over, the opportunity to interact and learn with other workers was ceased.